Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Season of Ghosts, our epic adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and let us do all these cool, crazy, fun, and amazing things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello.
So good to see you guys all here, and I am very, very excited for today's session. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
All right. I love cows. I am so excited. Family trauma for a family that's even fictional. Exactly what I wanted on my birthday. It's not your birthday today, is it? Maybe.
No, it is my on-birthday, though.
Yeah, on birthday. Very well. Cool. All right. But yes, happy on birthday. So yes. Well, we are keen for today's session, and we are going to get started in just a moment. But before we do so, we have some people to thank. We have our amazing and wonderful sponsors who keep the lights on and let us look as good as we do. So starting off, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. All of our character tokens are made using an amazing 3D model making software that allows me to bring to life and make a whole bunch of incredibly beautiful characters, and then if I wish to get them 3D printed for my use at home. Highly recommended for anyone who is trying to either write a book or try to conceptualize characters. It's awesome for precisely that, and obviously making a memento to take home with you. We then have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, because every game deserves to be as awesome and as epic as possible, and if you, like me, play online with a bunch of friends and the like, this is probably one of the best apps for, connecting people over long distances, sharing rules, sharing dice rolls. It's amazing, honestly. It's like my go-to tool for pretty much everything. So go check out Fantasy Grounds. Then we have our amazing folks over at Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that you will hear throughout the course of the game. Because every game should have that kind of very, very epic, immersive, atmospheric sound effects to it, and this is how I do that. All right. Now, as always, before we begin, we are going to... it doesn't look like Ritsu has much hit points. Doesn't look right for Ritsu to have nothing. Aww, thank you so much. Yes, he has hero points, not hit points. There we go. All right, let me get that in real quick.
Also doesn't have hit points.
Also doesn't have hit points.
Oh, I also don't have hit points, yes.
It's true. I mean, where would Neil be if he can't bully me into making him do incredibly dumb stuff if he didn't have hero points to back him up? That's fair. Thank you, Schooly Eye. Now, before we get into donations and sponsorships and stuff like that, donations and rewards and stuff like that, let's turn the table over to my players who will tell us about themselves and the characters that they're going to be playing in today's session, starting with none other than our friend Ritsu.
Hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion, and Ritsu is a Minkai samurai. He was injured in a battle and has found himself in Willowshore being taken care of by his grandfather, who he found out was actually a ghost and a spirit for the last 10 years that he's been taking care of. He has been cursed by a bear. He has resolved the curse with the bear. He has he has encountered a copy of his grandpa from the Noparaibu is what they were called, right?
The faceless yokai, the Noparaibo.
They copied my grandfather because they had a piece of him on him, and made me realize that I'm actually okay and I can be a pretty decent samurai if I want to be. And yeah, so he's kind of resolved things here and there, and he's trying to help his friends out and also be here, protect the town of Willow Shore and the area around as a Willow Shore samurai. Now.
All right. Hello. I am Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Isamu. He is a lumberjack by trade. Hates it. Hates the whole thing about it. His family has done it. His father did it. His father's father did it. Got maimed. His father died. It's a whole thing. Anyway, he turned into a very bitter, sort of town drunk troublemaker. Very jaded and all that good stuff. However, he is on a path to redemption and sobriety, kind of. He's been sober for like 2 days now. It's crazy. Actually, he was sober for about a week because we had that week off. Yeah. So yeah, he's been sober for like a week. It's weird, but he can think more clearly and trying to keep his head in the game to help protect the town, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Yes, I am Kelly. I play Keiko. She is a bit of an outsider. She's a witch who heals the local townsfolk who lived in the woods in this rather lovely abode that had absolutely nothing terrible, horrible, and demonic of sorts happening in it. But she has found this lovely band of adventurers to travel around with, and has done much more in the last, I don't know how much has passed in game, like 2 days.
No. Probably closer to 2 weeks, probably.
Okay, sweet. Has definitely done so much more in the last 2 weeks than one should be able to fit within their lifetime, and is at current face to face with something she would rather not be. I don't know if I should go in detail to that or not, because we are literally about to face it. So I don't know if you want to take that as the story rather than
maybe just a brief thing would be fine.
Okay. So her lovely parents raised her to take care of people and to take care of the nature that surrounds them and all that happy fun stuff. And they had left, but it turns out they are, at least her father, pretty sure her mother might be around as well, is still here and is not particularly pleased with the town and is making that known. Was that too brief?
No, that was perfect. That was fine.
Okay.
Absolutely fine. You have an order. You don't need to wait to be called on.
Are we skipping Marcus?
I thought we were skipping me because
you still need to introduce yourself.
Well, I thought we
wasn't jumping the gun this week.
Hey, I'm playing Marcus. I died. Yeah. That's perfectly normal.
Marcus. I was playing Wei Tao, who was the executioner of Willow Shore for a while before he was imprisoned. He's dead. He made the Birdman very angry and
diseased.
Well, no, it wasn't the disease that got him. It was the fact that he told Keiko that she might as well die like her friend, and her dad did not appreciate that. So, but I will be playing a new character today, and we will just have to see who he is and what he does.
Fantastic.
And with that, I'm Admiral Thrawn, aka Brandon, and I'm playing Shinzu, the Omiyaji. I probably just sounds like I messed that one up awfully there. Anyway, I'm from a spot in the future, came back into Willow Shore through the Wall of Souls as I was journeying in a pilgrimage to pay homage to my ancestors, and then found out that I get to talk with my ancestors right here and to help bring balance back to this area, or just try to survive it, because ever since I got here, things have been coming after me pretty hard. Spiders, the boars, the spirits. Anyway, now I'm just going to try and heal people and then help beat up some bad guys. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, with that, we then like to take a moment to actually give a quick shout out to someone we've noticed in chat, and that is, of course, Fantasy Grounds Academy. Now, guys, if you've not come across Fantasy Grounds Academy, let me tell you something. There is a Discord chat and a place where people who are, like myself, learning all the things to do with Fantasy Grounds called Fantasy Grounds Academy. They run online courses and online places for you guys to be able to interact with the community. Should you have questions, or should you have should you want to engage with Fantasy Grounds a little bit harder, hey, go check them out. I honestly cannot stress enough how incredibly awesome a place their Discord is, full of incredibly knowledgeable and friendly people. Yeah, go check them out. Fantasy Grounds Academy, which yeah, I've been a follower and a fan for quite some time, and it's good to see you guys in chat as well. Now, last but not least, we wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to our audience members for being here, donating your time, your energy, and effort to just come and watch us be silly. It is going to be a great show. So, as such, we don't want you just to be sitting and watching us have fun. We want you to have fun as well, be part of all the action. So there's a number of ways that you can interact with the game whilst we are playing in order to have some fun with us. So first and foremost, anyone who is watching the show can use channel points in order to influence the game. These can be used for insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine interventions, divine healings, and so much more. So check those out. Those are amazing. And subscribers, if you are subscribed to the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, you will also get the you will also get a like your channel points will be redeemed twice as quickly. So yeah, if you want to make those rewards work harder for you, come join into the shows, just watch and then subscribe. All right, we then have our incredible donations that work towards our DAG survival checks for the month, which is boom, there it is. We have a bunch of different donations that you guys can use in order to influence the game and have a bit of fun with us. We have for $5 our hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. We have a $10 donation, which is a draw from an infamous plot twist deck that allows our heroes a chance to see me improving like crazy as I draw from this deck and pull out a random story prompt and make it happen in the game. The other $10 reward is a Harrow deck draw, where our players will draw a fortune-telling card. They will read out said fortune-telling card, and once that is done, they will then be able to use GM powers to use that prophecy in order to fulfill the prophecy in whatever way they see fit. But yeah, basically it's a cool way for my players to throw things into the creative seat. Then we have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and that is how we make it work. $50 for a boss buff and magic item. We increase the difficulty of a challenge the group is fighting, and if they win, they will receive a magic item for their trouble. And then last but not least, we have our secret menu item, which for today, given all of the efforts that have gone towards Keiko, their father, and this whole thing, we are going to give Keiko a very, very unique ability. Keiko, we are going to give you a... I don't really want to share this right now. I'll tell you what, everyone take off your headset and then count to 20 when Neil gives a thumbs up. And Neil, just on your hand, yeah, no. And Neil, I want you on your hands to count to 20. So just like visually. So after everyone takes off their headphones, I want you to use your.
Too? Okay.
Take off yours too. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So The reward for Keiko is going to be basically she's going to be able to commune with her father and her mother in order to create spiritual guardians. One guardian will be for healing, which will be her mother. The other guardian will be for damage and war and battle, which will basically protect her with armor as well as damage. So both of them will, will there. Okay. Cool. So, with that, everyone's got their headphones in, so we have our secret menu item all sorted. All right. We good? Does that cover everything? Everyone's happy?
I didn't hear what it was, but yeah.
Nice. Love that. Perfect. Absolutely nailed it.
Oh my god, Cookie!
All right, Cookie. Well, I wanted Neil to count in his fingers visibly to the camera so the other players could see how long it would take. But I'm glad that Neil decided to count on his fingers away from his camera when I told him to, because it's right, he did follow instructions, right? Like, I did tell him to count it on his fingers, and he did do that. Not in a useful way, but he still did what he was told, you know? Like, when someone have you seen that video of, like, a guy who's trying to follow making peanut butter and jelly, but his kid has written the recipe? It's like, put the knife in the peanut butter, and then he just throws the knife in the peanut butter jar, you know? It's like that, like when I have to communicate with Neil, you know? And people wonder, like, you know what?
Hyperventilating. I love that video.
Yeah, you know when EXO in on the Monday game just like took the ship and flew off because they said, "Hey, EXO, can you find Keiko?" And then, phew, off it goes. You know, it's like that. You know, like you wonder where I learn how to genie wish my shit. It's a conversation with Neil, right? Like that's all it is. It's all it is. It's like, man, if I don't genie wish this and make sure I say things precisely, it's not gonna work. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. We all ready to go then?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So, without any further ado, let us begin. When last we left off, our heroes were in Keiko's old homestead, in search of the angry and restless spirit that is responsible for all of the death, the destruction, and missing people that have happened in these woods for years, as it turns out. It was a shock to reveal that the infamous fox hunter was none other than Keiko's own father. As our heroes struggled to come to grips with this reality, they all began to work tirelessly in order to defeat this spirit and free the soul of Wei Tao. But throughout the course of the battle, Wei Tao's spirit was rent asunder by the infamous axe of Keiko's father. Tougher still, when amidst the confrontation and the discussions of Keiko trying to beseech her father to let the group go unharmed, Wei Tao, now with no soul, threatened Keiko in front of her father. He turned into a blind rage, shoving Keiko herself aside in order to get to Wei Tao, and left a devastating blow, the perfect execution, as Wei Tao's head was removed from his body. In his final moments, Wei Tao gave a warning, something he realized as his head flew with nary a single spark of pain through the neck wound that he now sported. Wei Tao, if you would be so kind.
I need to find it again. I lost it. Wei Tao's last words to Keiko about her father were, if he truly believes that the town of Willowshore is not innocent, then ask him why he believes that.
And with that, and a significant thuk, Wei Tao's head rolls to the ground. Kiraku wipes the blood from his sword with a slash against the ground. The remaining 4 of you just stare in shock and disbelief. Wei Tao, body and soul, are no more. All right, the scene is yours. Now, did I do a voice mod for Keiko's dad?
Don't remember.
Okay, somebody who does remember, maybe speak loudest.
No.
I said not
no, you
yet.
didn't.
I haven't. Thank
No,
you.
you did not.
Good. Fantastic. Thank you. I love the only thing I heard was, I have no idea.
I was sitting there trying to remember. I was like, I don't think so, but I don't want to say anything just in case he did.
That was the correct response, yes. All right, fantastic. Thank you. All right. So, as he
Ritu
wipes...
grips. Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry, yeah, no, go. As he wipes the blade
I was,
off, go on.
I was just gonna say, in frustration, all that Ritu's gonna do is almost kind of grip his sword hilt harder.
What does that mean? Vocalize it. Express more.
He doesn't really know what to do. I mean, he just witnessed a fellow comrade's head get chopped off.
You did.
Yes, but like I said, he just grips the hilt of his sword harder, and he's kind of just thinking what his options are as he looks from the thumping doors to Keiko's dad. He's just kind of between the two.
All right. As you consider what to do, you are injured. Shinzu is behind you, trying to heal you. Keiko seems to be not the target presently. It looks as though his next likely victim will be Izumu, who is standing right beside him. He is thus far relatively unharmed and is probably one of the, probably quite a high-ranking samurai from the way that he holds himself, both in combat and out. He seems to have honor, determination, and a ferocity to him that matches the totem that he chose for himself, the wolf hunting the fox.
I think Keiko will try to reach for him, literally grab his arm, and try to force him to face her, so that he's not looking at anyone else in the party.
Okay.
Any of her friends. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay. I'm not going to make an athletics check, but I'm mostly because I don't want you to fail on this. I want you to imagine what you're doing. Now, I want you to expand on this, because if you're trying, and I don't mean this in an accusatory way, if you are just trying to draw him away mechanically from attacking someone, that's not going to work.
No, I want him to focus on her, because she has
something to say.
She's angry, she's hurt, and yes, she needs to know, because she doesn't understand the honor of the samurai outside of, her friends.
Sure.
She doesn't understand how she's supposed to take what just happened.
Nope, perfectly
how
fine.
Wei Tao just spoke calmly, any of that shit. So.
Nope, fantastic. Like I said, I was gonna turn the spotlight on you, and I was just making sure you were ready for it. All right.
Yeah.
As you grab hold of his arm and pull him aside, it is not with strength that you turn him to face you, but almost the same way of a child gripping their parent's sleeve as he then turns to face you.
She is attempting to display strength and a level of stoicism but at the end of the day, this is yes, her father, but also it's her dad. You know, he was kind and, to the best of her recollection, gentle and everything that this is not, in her estimation. So, and she also feels a level of guilt for what just happened to Wei Tao, for sure. So her eyes are just watering, and she is trying not to let any tears fall at this point. And she's just going to ask him why. Why would he do that? Why would he do any of this?
He turns to you and says, "The same reason we always did anything. To protect you, Keiko."
She looks down, trying to maintain eye contact, but it is difficult. So she will look down in an attempt to gather some measure of coherent thought. And she'll just say, but they're my friends.
Your friend who wants to kill you? Who would cut you down without a single thought crossing his mind? This was no friend. This was an animal that needed to be put to rest.
He's difficult to explain, but...
He was simple, and the answer to dealing with him was simple. If
and the
you
rest
lack...
of them?
That is a good question. He turns to the others. How do I even say this? The sins of the father are carried with this one, he says, pointing to Izumu. The duty of the death dealers carries with that. And you, I know not from where you come, but it is not here. It is unnatural.
I was brought here as a pilgrimage to my own ancestors, and was brought into this place and time with Willowshore. I seek only to bring balance, to restore this to what it could be.
What it is a den of thieves and liars. The cruel and the corrupt.
Why do you see Willowshore as that? I know many people that I've met are here just trying to survive, to work with each other, and to and have peace. I haven't seen anything except for on the outskirts. There's some bandits we ran into and other things, but what has you so convinced that that Willowshore is so bad?
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
A 13 is unfortunately not gonna cut it.
I do have a hero point.
If you'd like to use it, you may.
Better.
Okay. With a 19, He looks as the look of like his hardened gaze sort of falls a little. There's just a small shudder of it as he kind of loosens his grip on his sword for a moment before tightening it once more. He says, "You wish to know the truth. Very well. But once you learn it, that is it. I will tolerate no other choice, no other decision than to follow through with my purpose." He says, "Keiko, your memories are not complete. You do remember. We spent much of your youth teaching you the ways to live with nature and the world around. After my daimyo fell, the samurai who served him scattered. We were not asked to commit suicide in order to preserve honor, but instead to live as our Lord would have wanted, without war, without violence. And so we did, for a time. Here within these walls, I built a home. Willowshore was still a fledgling place, and by the law of our daimyo providing these lands to us, we were allowed to prosper. My beautiful wife gave birth to you, and I began work as a clinic, healing those with herbs and remedies gathered from the forest. But as time grew, the darkness in all people began to show. A young boy came into my charge. A young boy who had apparently stolen from the old mayor of the town. A riot came, people demanding justice, all of which in the pocket of that filthy, corrupt man. He brought the lumberers. He brought the citizens with torches and knives. They called my wife a witch. They claimed she was in league with the occult. She was seen cavorting as a wolf. They made up all kinds of nonsense to justify their violence. That day, we told you, Keiko, to hide. And you did. Quietly and soundly beneath the floor. They came in looking for this boy. And my wife, she ran. Fled while I tried to talk the mob down. That was when they did it. They pulled my wife to the ground, tore the boy from her hands, and bathed my wife in his blood. Something deep inside me broke that day. I'm not sure how many I killed, but eventually I knew I couldn't stay in Willowshore. Your mother implored that we stay, that we couldn't build this type of life. But I couldn't stay here and allow it to be the life that we made. So, your mother left me. She left me the note you read. It was never meant for you. I stayed in the woods, angry, violent. Any who wandered, I would remove, but I saw that Over time, it was doing something to you. It was making you cold and distant. I remember seeing you meeting that Tengu friend of yours as children. And no matter what I did, I could not shake my hatred, my anger. So I left. I went into the woods. And I did what I should have done when my lord passed. But even death couldn't hold my anger back. It seeped into the land, and my purpose was clear. I was not permitted to pass to the next realm until those who bore the sins of their parents too suffered the same way that boy suffered. And now here, in this decrepit shadow of a happy life I tried to build and I tried to create, once more, there are those who would do harm to my daughter. And he says, pointing at Wei Tao, he will not spill your blood on my porch. And you, he says, pointing to Ritsu, you will not allow me to go free with the hate and evil I have within me. And you only know the fairy tale told by the people in the town about the industrious work of these townsfolk, but not the deals they made, not the oaths they broke. And you, proof that in this history, I fail. Because if you are here looking for your honorable ancestors, you are looking for something that doesn't exist. So I am here to finish what I started. I am here to cleanse and make this town accountable. I am here for my wife and my daughter, and I am going to do what needs to be done in order to set balance. And then, when all is done, I will return to the soil. Friend or not, Keiko, this is how it must be. And if you wish to stop me, then you need to do it with your own hands. And not stain these murderers' hands with any more blood. You are the only one who can stop this. But you shouldn't. Because nothing I have done, nothing I will do, will be without glorious purpose. Thank you, my name's Dag. I'm here all week.
Do you know who you sound like right now?
He's listening.
The man laying there, and she's motioning to Wei Tao. You sound exactly like he does. He did, I suppose. When something could be solved in any way that didn't require bloodshed, he wasn't particularly fond of hearing it. I'm glad you at least recognize that your actions are vile and not in keeping at all with what I believed you believed. And if what you say about my mother is correct, in line with what she believed. Believes? I don't know. I hope she's still out there. I assume she's still out there. I'm going to imagine she's still out there, whether she is or not. I'm going to keep that truth or lie to myself. And I don't really care to hear to the contrary at the moment. I don't want to have to stop you. I don't want them to have to stop you. I want my strong, and loving and powerful in so many more ways that have nothing to do with the sword, Father, to stop this. Are you telling me that's not possible?
While she's saying this, I'm just nice and short. Hearing her words, I'm gonna put my swords away and sheath them.
I will get you to make a wisdom check on that.
What, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Not a will save, a wisdom check.
Oh.
Yep, a wisdom check.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, while I would love Keiko to get through to him, I'm feeling like it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah,
17?
with a wisdom check, every ounce of your warrior side of you knows that A, disarming yourself in front of an armed combatant is like calling someone a toothless tiger and a challenge. Yes. Okay. Culturally,
then maybe
culturally you'd be picking a fight. Second,
sorry.
Yeah, no, don't apologize. Again, this is why we made the wisdom check, because sometimes that's just a translation thing. So Ritsu would know this before he put the sword away. Now, would you still like to?
Probably not.
Yeah, he is also.
Can I just lower the sword?
Again, same thing. He is not. Okay. He is still a very clear and present threat, and has absolutely zero signs that you've picked up that he is not going to kill each and every one of you in a second. So if you want to put,
instead I would probably harden my stance then, if I can do the opposite.
I mean, you don't need to do anything. You're already in a pretty combat-heavy stance and stuff like that. I understand. I understand the sentiment. You're trying to support Keiko and their pursuit for peace by showing him that you are also in a, I'm willing to find a peaceful resolution to this. But the problem with that, though, as a warrior in that sense, you would be dishonoring him, and he would then, again, that's a whole other thing. Bushido, honor, yada yada.
That's all I was wanting to do, but
no, perfectly fine. No. I liked the mentality, and I appreciate the thought, and it shows that you as a player are trying to support Calindria as a player as well. So it's appreciated.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Kirikaru points to a cabinet behind you and tells you to open it. It is a cabinet where once upon a time you kept your glassware and the like.
She will do so while, I'm not going to fully turn my back on him.
You're pretty confident. You're pretty confident you could turn your back on him.
Okay. Well, it's okay. Gotcha. It's not. I think he's going to attack me. I just don't know what he's going to do when I turn my back.
He's also but he's also not dishonorable. He's not the kind of person to go, "What's that over there?" and then kill someone. He is the kind that will push you. He will walk in a straight line to push you aside to go chop your friend's head off. You know what I mean?
That's true. He did do that.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely not the kind to do sneaky, stealth attacks and stuff like that.
She doesn't like where this is probably going, but she will do so. Yeah.
All right. As you make your way to the cabinet and push aside what looks to be kind of some dust and stuff, you haven't opened this cabinet in ages because you don't really have guests. So the glassware and stuff like that is just kind of really fancy stuff from the city you never really touched. It was kind of like the equivalent of fine china, kind of thing. As you open it up, he tells you to look inside, and you push aside several bits of glass, and at the very, very back of this cabinet, you see a very old and very worn-looking pendant that appears to have a shuriken emblazoned on it. This is the same shuriken you've seen on Wei Tao on multiple occasions in multiple places on his attire. You recognize it as a symbol to Yaijing. For those of you who hadn't joined us in the earlier episodes, Wei Tao was an executioner who believed and worshipped Yaijing, who is... Let me just pull this up here. There we go. Who is the god of Let's see. Primary categories: death, duty, pain, and trickery. His edicts are committing assassination for hire and strike the unseen to carry out punishments for convicted criminals. His anathema is to show mercy or take credit for your assassinations. Refuse to punish lawfully convicted criminals. So basically, people who get away with doing crimes, he basically hunts them down and kills them with no accolades. That's literally the god he worships. And from the dust that settled over this, it was since before you were born.
Just because I don't remember, does Keiko know any of that about this god? Like, I know seeing it on Wei Tao.
Yeah, you would know this. I feel like Wei Tao had, like, either Wei Tao and or Shenzhou have brought this up throughout the couple of weeks that you've been here, for sure.
Okay.
So when you said that he sounded like your friend, and he was very similar, this is like you're actually shocked to see that he had this as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, that's why, but how at the same time. Yeah, I mean, seeing this, hearing this, and again, what she remembers of her father are two very different things. So this is kind of, she would probably be silent for a minute, just trying to wrap her fucking head around it.
All right.
And if allowed, she's going to grab it and take it out and turn back around to look at him and say, I don't understand.
All right. I'm going to pause at the minute as you just in silence kind of like look at this and turn it to Izumu and Shenzhou to see if they've got something that they want to say or do during that brief pause.
Izumu has a lot of things he wants to say, but he's pretty sure none of them are going to be helpful.
Fair. What is Izumu thinking then?
Izumu is thinking that, quite frankly, this guy's pathetic. He is a coward, and he wants to punish people that have nothing to do with the crime he's talking about. He literally wants to punish people that either A, weren't born, or B, were children, and had nothing to do with this. He has hunted and killed innocent people, whether he views them that way or not. He wants to currently kill innocent people who are trying to save the village from destruction. And he literally killed a dude for a joke. He wants to kill the rest of us who have done nothing but support his daughter, which is what he should be doing.
Real quick.
When confronted with the fact...
Sorry, real quick. Who did he kill for a joke?
Wei Tao. He wasn't, at least to my recollection, he wasn't threatening Keiko. He was saying, if you don't do something, you're going to end up like your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yep, okay, yep, carry on. Sorry. I was like, who said a joke? And yeah, sorry, no. I thought it's like, hey, so, two nuns walk into a bar. It's like, fuck you. That's okay. No, cool. I'm with you now. Sorry.
And when confronted with taking responsibility for his actions, because he knows he's wrong, because he was talking about the hate and the vile, stuff within him, the darkness and everything. So he knows he's wrong. And when he was confronted by Keiko with taking responsibility for his own actions, he tried to pass it off on her, make it her responsibility. She has to end it. That's not her responsibility. She should not have to do that for her father. Her father should be the one to protect her and should take responsibility for his actions and end it, and not in the way he thinks, because it's wrong and it's an embarrassment to what he pretends to be in Isumu's mind, which is a samurai.
Some big thoughts. I like it. And again, a hero point for sharing them. I think they were pretty spot on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give all three of you a hero point. Ritsu, Izumu, and Keiko. I'm gonna give Shenzhou one in a minute, depending on what he does. But I think you guys have done very, very well to support Keiko and to express yourselves here.
Thank you.
Jump out the back window and run away. Well, I can't. No.
All right. Well, okay. You might not get the hero point for that one, mate. But
Okay.
all right. But while Izumu is thinking this, what about Shenzhou? What's going on? What's Shenzhou thinking about?
So I do have some to say. I would say, Kirikoro, you have valid pain, and I understand the justice that you seek. Although, surely you do not see that that is valid at this time. There's so much distance between your pain and where we are today. You've seen your daughter grow in strength, and she has established herself here in the community. She is now a hero, considered a hero of Willowshore. How can you, when will it be enough? When I came upon you here just a few moments ago, you were preparing to kill a young boy. Surely he did not do anything. The same young boy, a similar young boy to the one that you and your wife protected. Surely she would not want you to go along that path. Perhaps if you look inside yourself, you will find that you have enough. And that it is time to lay these old burdens, these pains, to rest and find a way to support your daughter as she carries the torch for your family and tries to mend the soul of Willowshore here.
Ooh, I like that. Make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Oh no!
Did I get that hero
But
point
that
yet?
sounded so good.
You haven't yet, but you do still have one in general. And keeping in mind, it did sound really good. The DC is not that high. Because like I said, I'll always measure it based on like what you actually say and what you actually do. So that was actually pretty good. But you can use that hero point, and obviously I'm going to give it to you back. So, you know.
Didn't he? Oh.
Ooh,
A little
okay.
better.
All right. Let's see. What level are you? 20,
What are
right?
your dice doing?
I think I caught Cookie's dice.
Oh, man. All
You
right.
need to swap out the.
Oh, hey, we got a divine intervention, which means you roll at advantage. Thank you
Two more
to
rolls.
Jen.
Okay, let's try this again and again. 7. Okay, we're getting better.
You getting up there?
Slowly getting better, yes.
There we go. That one.
Hey!
And that'll push it into a
Okay, another one.
success. All right. Thank you, Jen, for that. And he will turn and he will say, "The punishment has always fitted. Just like I could not protect the boy, the townsfolk could not protect their children from me. The pain they feel is their penance, and I will not shake on my purpose. But I do tire. I have been doing this for so long, and I believed that once enough blood was spilled, Yai Jing would invite me back to the realm of the dead. But no call has come. My body yearns for death." At this point, you remember the armor as it tried to jump through the gates of hell with Keiko. "My soul still hungers." You remember the spirit that jumped out of the suit of armor that grabbed onto Wei Tao and pulled his soul away from his body. "And I am so very tired, Keiko. But there is nowhere for this anger to go. So I need to hold on to this burden. For who would take it upon themselves to feel, to see the world as I have?"
I'm just out of character. I'm like, Wei Tao. The guy you just killed. That would have been the perfect
He
person
was
to
already
take.
filled with hate. He didn't
Exactly.
he didn't have more room for hate. He was filled
he
with it
didn't have
already.
the space. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. He was empty. the way, Keiko, this is a good chance for your scene, because there is some stuff here for you.
I'm trying not to solve it, Dag. That's where I'm.
No,
struggling
solve
right
it,
now.
solve this bullshit. It's been 3 weeks. Fucking finish it.
Can't continue.
I'm
without
done with this
solving
arc. Playtime is dead, and I need a new character to come in.
Well, because my question would be, I guess 2 questions. My question would be, 1, can he not be put to rest? Shenzu knows some shit that Keiko doesn't know. So
Shenzu's tried that. It hasn't worked.
Okay.
Pretty much, he tried it, and it put him in this form.
Okay. And then the other part would be whether it has to be in a single, I'll say, entity, because not necessarily person either, or if it can be shared.
No, I mean, I'd say it'd have to be a single person. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking, Dag. I'm thinking.
Don't think too hard.
He's not alive. Is that my understanding?
He's caught.
He's like a spirit of
between
anger?
life and death. Yeah. Well, no, he's effectively a haunt. Is probably the best way to describe it. He is the haunt that is infecting this entire area of the forest.
And what happens if I would know this? If we kill him, if we get rid of him, would that anger go away, or would it?
For a time, it would.
Erupt?
I mean, generally, because I know Keiko and Shenzu both know this about ghosts and spirits. Unless you put them to rest or do particular rituals and stuff like that, they'll often regenerate after a period of time. This could be a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years. You know, this is, you know how you hear those ghost stories of like every 10 years, so-and-so returns to blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like that, you know. Unless you can put it down for good and get rid of that, then yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, can I move Shinzu closer to Keiko in this?
Sure. Carefully. I'd say keep about a 5-foot gap between the two of you, but yes.
Okay. And so Shinzu would just approach and say, Keiko, I know this is hard. This is, your father, and obviously he carries a burden. I believe that you may be able to help him come to rest in this.
I don't want to hurt him.
I don't think that it would take a physical act at this point. He feels his burden, the justice that he seeks to bring needs to carry on. I feel that he sees himself as a watch to Willow Shore to maintain that justice. I believe if you were to take up his cause, not necessarily in the same manner, that might put him to rest.
Well, it's not necessarily the cause. To be clear, it's not necessarily the cause. It's just the pain that he's feeling. Like, there's definitely no obligation to go around killing kids. Let me just make that clear.
That's what I was trying to do.
Good.
Didn't have to
I
do.
just wanted to clarify that before we kept going.
Yeah, I actually wasn't sure if it was, whoever becomes a mass murderer sort of a thing. So, no, thank you for clarifying that, actually. So Keiko would look back at her father, and she will ask him if he trusts her.
That is a loaded question. I will say that he is hesitant to answer that question. As an Dag also don't know the tone in which that's being asked. Trust me, and then do what you say is very different to like trust me with this thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've been talking muted. I'm sorry about that. It's do you trust me? Do you trust that that I am? Do you trust that I'm strong and that when I'm not, I know the people I need to surround myself with to help me become that way? Do you trust that I am honorable? Do you trust that I...
See, loaded question full of all this stuff because you snuck in the fact that you're traveling around with someone who jokes about killing you. I mean, like, that's
okay, that was against my wishes, but no, I get that.
Like you can't see. That's the thing. It's like, it's like, okay, so listen, I need you to sign this thing. And basically, what it says, it says we're gonna feed the homeless. We're gonna make sure children have all this medical supplies they need. Stuff like that. We're gonna also kill everyone with freckles. We're also gonna open up some puppy farms. Puppy farms is also what we're gonna be doing, right? So if you sign this, we'll do all those things. Like every. So asking for someone's trust, try to be succinct.
Try to be what?
Succinct. Be to the point.
Okay. Oh shit.
What do you want him to do? Let's start with that.
I want him to not fight Keiko as she tries to take on that responsibility.
Very well. Will you trust me with your burden? Is
okay.
That. He is hesitant at first to give it to you. He does not wish to... He was the last person in the world he wished to saddle with that burden. You can make a diplomacy check.
All right. Keiko, yeah. I didn't realize I have 0 pluses.
Well, that's okay. Well, sorry, give me a second. That's not going to do it. You do have hero points.
I'm going to say, for the sake of your sanity, my sanity, and everybody at this table's sanity, and Marcus not having a character right now, sanity, I'd like to just use my nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Throwing out the natural 20. As you do so, he says, I have never considered you to be weak. I just did not wish for you to carry the pain that I know is so heavy. But you are not the young child that I knew. And I abandoned you in my own way, and so I have no right to deny you this request. I do not care if people hate me, or if they deplore what I did. I do not care that they believe that in the end I was nothing more than a murderer. I care about you, and I want you to stay safe. And with that, he reaches out and he stretches out his sword. He then drops it, and as he does, your gaze turns to the floor as obviously the blade strikes the ground with a very loud clang sound. And by the time you look up, he is gone. Keiko, you feel angry. You feel sad, you feel overwhelmed. All of your emotions are pulling so heavily into you right now. You feel betrayed. You feel like there are people in this world who have so much power and so much influence that they believe themselves to be beyond consequence, to be beyond accountability for their actions. You feel like you're just surrounded by eyes that are staring at you, keeping you down. you realize that this is what drove your father to what he went through, to what he eventually went to. This sense of loss and paranoia and stuff. It's a heavy, heavy toll on you mentally, and I need you to make a will save.
Ooh.
All
yeah,
right.
that one I will ask to use a hero point for.
Sure.
It was like 13. Nah, 1.
Natural 1. Okay, yeah, go for the hero point. No,
Oh,
look at that, you
no.
doubled it. Okay. Well, it's not a critical fail. It is still a failure, though. So basically what's going to happen here is Keiko and you're just finding it really hard to concentrate with everything. So, Cookiemon coming in with the divine intervention.
Oh!
Reroll with advantage.
Thank you, Cookie. If I get a 3 and a 4, though, I might die of laughter, just so we're all tracking.
Sure.
I'll personally give you $10.
Oh, I skipped the 3.
There's the 4.
You doubled it again, though?
Yeah, so that means the next one's an 8.
Oh,
Higher than that. Okay, but a 21 is fine. All right.
2 ones, that's all.
All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. You do manage to push down the. You do manage to push down the this feeling for the time being, but it's always there, lurking just beneath the surface, and you feel it there. But with that, your father's soul, at least for now, seems to be able to be at peace. Suddenly, you hear something that you haven't heard for some time. As if a wave of rain had just been cast upon the forest, you once again start to hear the natural sounds, the wind in the trees, the birds, the creatures in the underbrush, all of them now returning. As you look outside, the house seems not as decrepit as it was in moments past. It seems to be back to the way that Keiko remembers it. No blood, no death, save for Wei Tao's body. Up the trail, a pair of footsteps can be heard approaching. Somebody had been sent from the town in order to find out what had happened to our heroes. They have been gone for 3 days.
jeez.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
All right. And this is where I will ask Marcus, who has been so kindly and so patient, to tell us who comes upon that road.
Obviously, I don't know if you saw, his internet was being a bitch, so he may not be here.
No, I'm here. I am here. I don't. Yeah. Has anything changed? Because because without Dag's screen, I don't know if
Oh, have you guys not had my fucking hell? There you go.
We've been in the moment.
We have been in the moment. We have been. Sorry. That's the longest I've gone without that. There you go.
But yes, walking down the trail is a young man in his early to mid 20s. He's got his hair tied back and he's wearing very light armor. Not even armor, it's more like just clothes. And alongside him is a white leopard with little black spots all around it.
Seeing the silhouette in the sun, kind of seeing the light come through, go, ah. Seeing Keiko's dad is gone. I will start to make my way towards the front door. But I will stop at Wei Tao. And kind of almost like lay him on his back if he wasn't already. Take the sword that I had of his and put it back in Wei Tao's sheath, and then kind of place it on his chest in hand.
Would be
And
assisting with that as well.
and then turn outside and say, "Traveler, what is it you are looking for?" Uh-oh.
Please repeat.
Oh.
Neil, you froze again
Nope.
on my end.
No problem. Basically, he will look outside and say, because this is, basically it's been very, very cloudy recently, and now with all the peacefulness and all the clouds being gone, he says, how can we help you, traveler? We're kind of slightly in the middle of something.
He will, depending on, I'm assuming he's like still a decent distance away, so he's gonna just yell back, are you guys, are you Ritu, the samurai?
Yes. May I ask who's asking?
Yeah, I'm Kintaro of the Hunter's Lodge. The town sent me up here. You guys have been missing for days.
Did you say days?
Yes, days.
Kind of puts his hand
days
on his
with an
chin.
S.
Huh. Well, as will you let us deal with our friend really quick? As you can see, we are quite all right.
I'm going to just backtrack on that a couple things. First of all, number one, Marcus, can you disconnect and reconnect to the Discord call, please?
Try.
The thing's not working, and I'm trying to figure out why, but it just could be a problem with the software. It's fine. I'm not going to stress over it in the middle of a game. Also, Neil.
Like I said, it might also just be my internet.
Yeah, that's fine. Priorities are important. Obviously, we do want to bury Ritsu. Bury Wei Tao. We do want to bury Ritsu. We want to bury Wei Tao. But
let me just bonk him.
But also remember,
I should wait for other people to say things.
No. But also, metagame-wise, we are introducing ourselves to Kintaro, telling him "fuck off." We're doing other game stuff. Is not a great way to introduce yourself to a new character. So remember, this is actually a good. While Marcus is hopefully jumping out and jumping in, real quick, a great thing that I'd like to tell people as well is people believe themselves to be allergic to metagame. Right? What do we do in the character? What does my character do? What does my character say? These are very, very common beliefs, common thoughts. But metagame is actually not always a bad thing. Sometimes metagame stuff is very important, such as obviously when you're introducing a new character. When you're introducing a new character, the priority should be in your mindset. My character, me, and everything should be about welcoming this character into the group and bringing them onto our adventure, right? That should kind of be the main purpose of that character introduction. So, for example, this person has said, you have been missing for 3 days. Having a reaction to that is not a terrible idea. Like turning around and going, oh, wow, really? Is that the case? Cool. Fuck off. We're doing stuff. Right? Doesn't really acknowledge what's happening, and doesn't even ask, like, well, oh shit, we've been gone for 3 days? What happened? Is the town okay? Has the hurricane hit? We were preparing for winter and stormproofing houses before we came out here. What's been going on? You know what I mean? Like, this is stuff that you could potentially engage with if you're at a loss for what to potentially talk about. Yep.
My other option was thinking maybe bring Kentaro to help us with Wei Tao, but otherwise, yes, I think I would probably just be like, wait, what the shit? We've been gone for 3 days? What happened? You know?
Sure.
Like, is everything okay? We didn't get attacked, did we?
I don't know the answer to that, Dag.
So which would you like to answer? And then I will make you make rolls.
I guess that was 3 questions in one go.
Which is not how we ask questions.
Yeah.
Let's go with, did the town get attacked first?
No, the town has not been attacked.
Okay. No, there's been no attack.
Okay. Whew. Did the hurricane come?
Kintaro, make a survival check.
24.
It has not come. The town has been working very hard to make repairs and stuff, but right now the biggest danger is the bridge. During the skirmishes against the yokai, the bridge was destroyed, and obviously it's only still partially repaired. If the storm and the floodwaters hit again and the bridge isn't finished, not only will it wipe out all of the effort the group has done, the town has done to try and restore it, but also the extra construction stuff and the actual build stuff, potentially could cause the surge in water to become more deadly as it churns up more of the dirt in the ground and stuff as it hits that bridged area or whatever's been built.
Kintaro will relay that.
Okay. Oh, so we still got a little time. That's good. And then last question: has Granny Who killed Matsuki yet?
No, Matsuki is a fierce old goat, and he has absolutely not been killed. No.
As scary as that woman is, I do believe Matsuki would beat her in a fight. So no, she has not killed him yet.
That gets me to the laugh. All right. Oh, thank you for filling me in. Please come. We have much to talk about.
While Richu, I was just gonna say, while Richu's been talking, Shinzu is trying to also bandage him up and asks Kintaro, "Do you have any medical supplies? We are running short. I could use some help if you
hold on. You are in the doctor's house. There are medical supplies here.
Herbal medical supply.
I'm trying to engage the new character."
No, I don't.
I don't have. I mean, I've got a potion on me, but I know some minor magic.
I'm going to ask the
You've been missing
potentially
for 3 days.
strange question here. Do we not know who he is from before? Like, do we have any inkling as to who this gentleman is, or is he just some dude that walked up?
Well, he mentioned the Hunter's Lodge. You can ask more questions about it, which I will allow you some space to. But the Hunter's Lodge is where you dealt with, what's her name in the bear? I can't remember her name. It's in the other book that I don't have in my room at the moment. Actually, hang on. Let me go get it. But I'll find the name. But yes, you have heard of the Hunter's Lodge and you know roughly what he's talking about. All right, I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Her name was Sumika.
Right as he
Yeah, I'm
can't hear
still
you.
sad that I lost all
I
my
know.
notes.
That's fine. Oh, you lost your notes.
I did when Dag lost all of his Fantasy Ground stuff. So
Oh.
he clearly had to deal with more than I did. But yeah, I had a
Were you
whole
both
ass
for
list of
hacks?
names.
I thought it was just Dag. I didn't know you were too.
No, because everything in Fantasy
Oh.
Grounds reset, so my notes went away
Oh, you
because they're
took all
in
your
Fantasy
notes
Grounds.
in Fantasy Grounds. I've got old fashioned on my side. No.
The invisible
Yeah.
notebook.
Yeah, I got papers. Good old fashioned notebook paper. Oh,
And also, if did Isamu stay behind, or is he going out to see who the new voice is as well?
All right. I have it. Her name is Sumika.
Yeah, no, he'd be with you guys.
yep. I said it right as you left.
Well, I mean, it's a good idea for me to have this book in here anyway, rather than putting it back on my shelf.
Yeah. Keiko was
We already
telling
know
us
that,
that she lost her notes when you lost your notes, or because of the Fantasy Ground stuff. And I'm like, I got my good old fashioned notebook paper.
Yep.
Yeah, we solved that.
Yeah.
Everybody's healed. We're packaged up, ready to go.
Awesome.
Oh no.
But yeah, Shenzu had a question for Kintaro.
I was just engaging with,
Oh,
do you have any way to
yeah, there it is.
healing supplies? I mean, I figured if they thought we were gone after 3 days, they might have sent, some more help.
Well, truth be told, I'm just a tracker. If you guys were like dying, I would have ran back and got some more hunters to help.
Ah,
Understandable. Well, thank you anyway.
Kintaro,
Yeah,
would you be able to come help us with our friend over here? Not every one of us made it out.
Well, who died? I mean, clearly somebody did.
I kind of stepped aside to show the beheaded Wei Tao.
Oh. Well, not a huge loss to the town, I suppose. Cousin will be happy. I'm sorry. I
No,
guess
it's
he
fine.
was a friend of yours.
He was someone I was watching over, but in the end, there was. It was very strange inside. You said we were gone for 3 days, and now seeing as where we were, that makes a little bit of sense. But his spirit was fighting. The good side of him was fighting with us till the very end, and the bad side of him also was fighting, but for his own kind of ends, I guess.
Regardless, he needs to be put to rest. Would you be so kind as to offer us or give your assistance?
Yeah, I can do that. Although I'm not particularly bulky, so I'm not good at digging.
That's quite all right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, kind of motion to Isamu there, who I have to imagine wielding an axe as often as he must, has got some decent muscles as well. So
Yeah, he'll take care of the digging. It's fine. He's got this.
All right.
This is a question for Dag. Sorry.
Yes. No, that's fine.
So my plan was so I'm not carrying so many things on me at once because of the whole like the multiple swords joke. I was thinking about maybe giving these Wei Tao's sword back to him when we bury him, so we give him like credentials back. Kind of like a memento that keeps him or something. Like maybe he would want to be buried with the sword. Is that a samurai thing or?
Well, no. That's a trophy hunting thing, which is a really weird D&D culture thing, which, I mean,
Okay.
could still be a thing for sure. Like,
Well, I wasn't sure if like a samurai sword would want their sword to be.
on that note, let's talk trophy hunting, because I feel like this is something that's of a recurring theme. Trophy hunting is great. Trophy hunting is about mementos and stuff like that. But there's a very big difference between a memento mori, which is kind of very common, especially in bereavement and stuff. You want to have like remember that eventually we all die is what a memento mori is. So that's kind of more akin to what you'd be looking for. Something to remind you of like the fact that hey, you're not immortal, neither was Wei Tao. But traditionally everyone does the same thing. You observe their rites, they get buried in a plot, they have a gravestone, and you tend to the gravestone and offer it food and stuff like that in order to try and help the spirit move on. Which of course is why Keiko's dad had trouble, because there was no grave to help the spirit go on. It was just Keiko believed that they were still alive, so there was no prayers given, no rituals, no nothing.
Okay. So then the question is then Marcus, would you like me to give Wei Tao his sword back, or did you want Ritsu to keep it? Because Ritsu was going to bury it with Wei Tao.
Well, that's up to you. That's not, I mean, no offense to Marcus. It's no bearing on this new character at all.
Oh, okay.
What would you do?
Yeah, I genuinely couldn't care. Neil, if you want to keep the sword, keep it.
Yeah, if you're telling this story, Neil, then you tell the story. What does Ritsu do? Like, how did you feel about Ritsu? How did you does this matter in terms of respect for Ritsu? Like what? Like you're telling that story. So what story?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Ritsu would, bury the sword with Wei Tao. He did help them in the end. And it's like he almost feels like he would be taking his effects. Like almost like grave robbing, but not really. If I don't know what that way would be, but I think he will bury the sword and keep it with the original owner.
Clarify, we're gonna take him back to the town's graveyard to do that stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True enough.
So
I'll hang on to it for now, and then
Shinzu would take some steps to help prepare the body as we're getting ready. Bringing out some linen to lay the body on, folding his hands over his chest, and then I ask Keiko, do you have any incense or evergreen boughs that we might light to prepare the body?
I feel like the answer to incense at least is yes, but is that all right if the answer is yes, Dag?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Thanks, like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, I want to make sure.
Like, what the fuck? Who are you asking? Like, I don't know what you keep in your fucking house. Like, do I have any copper plates?
I have.
I mean, maybe. I don't fucking know.
I have a cannon.
Do you think I got like a fucking list next to me and I'll go, ooh, let me have a quick look here at the 500 things that Keiko keeps around their house?
Wait, you don't have
I went
one?
with the incense. Incense or evergreen bough.
Fine, I guess we
we're
can
more
play.
natural. Roll some dice for
I
good.
love you guys.
So Shinzu would take the incense or evergreen bough and light it to kind of bring the spirit peace, and then ring his Karaka once before we wrap the body and prepare it to be moved. this comes from a place of respect for the body and preparing as a first step in preparing the body and soul for transition.
Yeah. All right. Keiko, was there anything else you needed to do here before we head back to town?
Yeah, I feel like Keiko just needs to take a minute and try, now knowing what happened to her father, she's going to try to show a measure of respect for his passing as well, and respect for the lives lost apparently in her house as well, to try to help cleanse a little bit of that negativity.
All right,
she's good to go.
Like, what was the other thing in that house?
There's a young boy behind the house, but that was the only other thread.
You spend the rest of the day creating murals. Kintaro, I imagine you either want to help out or you want to maybe go tell the town that they're okay. What do you want to do?
I think Kintaro will... I mean, they asked him to help, so he'd stay and help.
Sure. All right. Not a problem.
Hey.
Yeah, it's my thing is not working, and I have tried a lot of stuff to get it to work, and I'm just gonna do this for now. Okay.
Again, like I said, it could just straight up be my internet.
It could be, but All right. So so with that being said, the souls of the dead are put to rest. Kind words are said, and tears are shed as memories of allies and the innocents that have been lost are kind of taken to bear. As for the house, Keiko, one of the reasons why your father turned the way he did was because of his isolation. Being here alone with nothing but his time and his thoughts slowly eroding and eating away at him. This was a place that is also your family home, but also a site of great evil. A thought occurs to you. Whether or not you wish to remain in this house and continue living here outside of town, outside of the reach of people, or move into town and either burn this house or allow the forest to reclaim it.
I kind of like the idea of allowing the forest to reclaim it and sort of making a place for herself rather than holding on to something that feels sort of like a false memory at this point.
Okay. You can gather 3 objects from your house before leaving it forever. We're not going to include things like your medical supplies and stuff like that. Those will be on your person, of course. But 3 things of sentimental value. What 3 things would you like to take with you? My 125-inch flat screen. Fuck yeah.
I was thinking, like, if
Okay.
Mom maybe read her stories
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sleep to, that she would take that.
There are some fairy tale parchments and stuff written on slats of bamboo wood that you do recall. Yeah, you can take a book of stories.
Would there be any sort of, I can't think of the, like a carving, I guess, of, like foxes? Would that be?
Your father did do a lot of woodwork, and your mother actually worshipped Daikitsun. What was it? Fuck, freaking name.
Daikitsu.
Yeah, Daikitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a statue of Daikitsu, which resembles a fox guiding a younger cub.
And my flat screen. No.
Your flat mirror image or minor illusion.
Trying to think of something that would remind her of her father as well, because I've got mom, I've got mom again, kind
There's
of,
that.
but
There's that
Woodcutting
pendant.
tools.
the pendant, yeah. I was wondering if I should take that or if like someone would notice it somehow, and then I'd be in a whole bunch of shit. So, but no, yeah, I'll take the. I wrote it down. Hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, the pendant with the shuriken emblazoned on it. Both as a reminder of her father and a reminder of, the world is not sunshine and rainbows, and sometimes there is a darker truth that she needs to find.
All right. Sure. You gather up these three things, and with one final look, you leave your home. The body of Wei Tao is wrapped up and being transported for burial, of course, in the graveyards, because obviously this isn't really a place to bury Wei Tao. And you make your way back to the town. Now, it is a... Sorry, go on.
If you'll allow me, as Keiko's leaving her house and kind of, I'm imagining her looking back in it one last time, Shinzu would approach and say, that was quite an experience that you went through, and the burden of your father's, I know, is heavy to carry. I just wanted to let you know that if you need any assistance with that, or it becomes too much of a burden, that I'm here to help you.
She will nod, she will thank him, and she will say that she understands that now more than ever is the time that she's going to have to lean on those that she has come to call friends, and she appreciates him.
Okay, that's all that. You can go.
Okay. You return back to the town. As you do, you can see there is signs of the oncoming weather. You can see there's the rain is starting to sort of come down pretty steadily throughout the town, and people are working hard to basically weatherproof their house. As you do so, people are very excited to see you back. They're very, very happily, sort of like seeing how you are and all of that sort of stuff. And with the news of Wei Tao's death sort of spreading very, very quickly, eventually there's a small vigil that's held, not a big one. Wei Tao did have many, many enemies in town. But Granny Hu and Matsuki both are in attendance, so that draws some measure of a crowd of people. As this happens, you hear the sounds of a bell ringing while the service is underway. Shenzu, you can't really do much about this. You are, for the most part, are conducting the ceremony, using the wooden bell in order to, sort of thunk, do the taps and stuff like that while you're chanting the sutras for them to pass on into the next worlds. There are small shrines as well to the missing children. There are small shrines to the well, actually, before we go into whether or not there's a shrine for Keiko's father, do you guys tell anyone about that?
I think if anybody, we should tell Matsuki and Granny Hu.
So you're going to tell...
Izumu will disagree and say that it is not ours to tell, and we should keep it to ourselves unless Keiko decides otherwise.
Well, true, yeah.
Tell that he died, or tell that he was a hunter-killer of, kids.
A little both, but
I think we could approach it a little differently, that we encountered a spirit that had been dwelling in the forest for quite some time, preying on those that wandered, and that we were able to put it to rest and remove that threat.
I agree. No one needs to know who it was.
Sure. Yeah.
I tend to agree as well.
Okay, so you do not share the identity of the spirit, only that the spirit was dealt with, and yeah, you know, like again, no one questions it. People trust you, and yeah, that's that is
the sword,
Mhm.
when he kind of disappeared, was there anything left? The sword, the armor, any of that we would have been able to take to put to rest?
Again, not something that is traditional. You kind of
Okay.
yeah. Usually stuff like that's passed on to next of kin.
I was just thinking about the helmet that we did earlier, but
The what?
when we had the headless warrior, that the samurai helmet that we were trying to recover and put that spirit to rest, but.
Oh, right. Yes, are you... Yeah, I mean, no, because didn't he throw the helmet in the bin?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You didn't have the... Yeah, you didn't have the
earlier.
actual
I
suit.
just-
The suit was spectral, so yeah, there was nothing really there. But you can easily... Again, you can build a shrine or a memorial to that ghost as well. Sure, not a problem at all. All right. The town is in mourning and grieving and stuff. Like I said, the rain is starting to come down really, really hard. This has cut very heavily into your time, so the DCs are going to be a lot higher for dealing with your first things. Now, to go over it real quickly, because we'll go over it again next week, there is fixing up the inn, studying the curse, there is weatherproofing the houses.
We did one already, didn't we?
Mm-mm.
Or is it
We started on the bridge, but it was
Okay.
going to
And the
take at
bridge.
least
That's right.
one
And
day.
the bridge. Yes, that's
Okay.
right. And
Got
the
it.
bridge. So yeah, preparing for winter. Oh, the food. You did do. You did. Did you go talk to them about the food?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
yes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You did that one.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Isamu was actually very diplomatic on that one.
Yep. I remember. Cool. So yeah, so you got the food secured and stuff like that. So yeah, partway through the bridges, the weatherproofing, and the restoration of the tea house are still to come. So yeah, there you go. Lots of cool stuff. But guys, that'll have to wait till next week, where hopefully we'll get to see Kintaro in all of their elements as they help our heroes on their various tasks and the like. But guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. I hope you guys had a great session. And as always, until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, guys.